Hello, I'm Erica Ocampo, Director of Sustainability at Sims Limited. Thanks for taking time to learn more about our approach to sustainability at Sims. Our topic today is why put sustainability at the heart of business? Simply put, sustainability is an important business approach for creating long-term value. By considering how our company operates in the ecological, social, and economic environment, we can address both gaps and grow competitive advantage. Today, we'll talk about how an expanded view of our business ecosystem can give companies a clearer sense of purpose and help bolster our competitive agility while also bringing value to society and the environment. We'll also discuss how Sims Limited is using our purpose and sustainability strategy to help us identify new business models and create new value. Finally, we'll talk about the opportunities ahead related to our sustainability pillars: operate responsibly, close the loop, and partner for change. Now that we have identified our sustainability strategy and goals, our next challenge is to turn our commitments into action. The more we challenge ourselves to implement best in industry sustainability practices, the more we'll benefit from transformative changes that go to the very heart of our business. So, why should a business consider how it operates in a wider environmental, social, and economic ecosystem? To answer that, let's take a look at how a business has traditionally viewed its competition. Michael Porter, a professor at Harvard Business School, developed the Porter's 5 Forces framework back in the 70s as a way to view business competition. Porter believed it's not about who's the biggest, it's about who is the most profitable. Porter defined profitability by 5 competitive forces. Buyers or customers who generally are happier to pay less and get more, suppliers who ideally like to be paid more and deliver less, substitute products or services that meet the same basic need are a third source of competition. A recent example is how Uber has created competition for taxi companies, or how video conferencing is taking the place of in-person meetings, which before will often require a flight or a car or a train ride. The fourth force is new entrants. For instance, Netflix streaming services are facing new competition from HBO, Paramount, and Disney. Finally, there are existing rivals. Netflix still has to fight for their share of market from Amazon and Hulu, and intense competition reduces everyone's profitability. Generally, these 5 forces define every industry's ecosystem. Once understood, companies can make better predictions, create more competitive strategies, and increase profits. But what's missing from this framework? It is missing a wider ecosystem view. A business is part of the economy. The economy allocates resources used to fulfill the needs of a society, and society lives within the planetary boundaries of the environment. And why is this important? Because the prosperity of our business and every business is inextricably linked to a thriving society and a healthy planet. This past year's pandemic is a good example. COVID-19 has shown us how connected and interdependent we are. What happens to one community can soon affect many others, even on the far side of our planet. And it impacts the economy and individual businesses. When businesses understand their place in the bigger ecosystem, it gives them a better understanding of the risks and opportunities they face. It also gives them a clearer idea of where a company can have a unique, positive impact on society and create competitive advantage. Let's talk about risks first. For the last 16 years, the World Economic Forum has published the Global Risk Report. more than 750 global experts and decision makers are asked to rank their biggest concerns in terms of livelihood and impact. The most likely risks of the next 10 years are extreme weather, climate action failure, and human-led environmental damage, as well as digital power concentration and digital inequality. You'll see another list for risks that will have the highest impact, with infectious diseases in the top spot. While this might sound a lot like gloom and doom, knowing and understanding the risks we could face if we maintain business as usual can help us make better decisions. At the same time, taking a bigger ecosystem view also can help a company understand where it can have a unique positive impact on society and the environment. In other words, by looking beyond the bottom line and engaging on the urgent needs of the planet and society, a business can better answer the question, what's your purpose? For Sims Limited, the answer to the question is, create a world without waste to preserve our planet. At Sims, we are in an advantaged position because our business models play an integral role in the circular economy by making resources available for future use. Our purpose demonstrates to us and the world that sustainability is at the core of our business and is key to creating long-term stakeholder value. Defining our purpose has helped us drive strategic decisions, pursue new paths to growth, and inform our sustainability strategy and goals. In turn, our sustainability goals act as a crucial guide. They help our company adapt to the world we ought to be building, not because it is a nice thing to do or what a good corporate citizen will do, but because it will help us thrive. Let's look at some examples of how Sims Limited is using sustainability as a tool to create economic value and challenges to do better. The first example is under our Close the Loop pillar. Across our business divisions, we help our customers recover, recycle, and keep materials in use for as long as possible. And now, through Sims Resource Renewal, we are going to be able to close the loop of our own waste. We are aiming to transform more than 1 million tons of automotive shredded residue, or ASR, each year into new, useful products by 2030. This leftover material today is being landfilled, but this material has a value. It can be transformed into raw materials for construction products or to make plastics or electricity or hydrogen. To make this happen, we plan to design and build 11 resource renewal facilities by 2030, starting with a facility in Campbellfield, Australia, that will use plasma gasification technology. Not only we will be diverting this resource from the landfill, but we will generate local jobs and economic opportunities. Next is our Partner for Change pillar, which includes a goal to create new business models that further the circular economy. By working closely with its customers, Sims Lifecycle Services is expanding into new, higher value services and divesting lower value assets for the circular economy. Sims Lifecycle Services is helping major brand owners and digital data storage providers recycle the cloud by securely managing hardware in their data centers. Once the data center material is decommissioned, Sims Lifecycle Services works with clients to provide guidance on how best to process the equipment. In many cases, servers can be dismantled to recover components that can be used again. These refurbished parts might be placed into inventory and find new life in remanufactured servers. Through refurbishments and redistributions, Sims Lifecycle Services is reducing e-waste and helping clients advance their zero waste targets and greenhouse gas emissions reductions while saving costs. While our sustainability strategy reveals opportunities, it also challenges us to push ourselves to do better. Our Operate Responsibly pillar and goals address our relationship to the people of Sims Limited. One of our goals is to close the gender gap. Why is this important? According to the Global Gender Gap Report 2020, it will take another 100 years to achieve gender equality based on the current rate of progress. And the headwinds against women are just increasing in strength. From jobs to pay, the global pandemic and economic crisis has disproportionately affected women. In the US, more than 2.3 million have left the workforce since February 2020, bringing their labor participation rate to levels not seen since 1988. The pandemic also has caused many women to scramble to cover family caregiving and work obligations, leading 1 in 4 women to consider leaving the workforce or downshifting their careers. As a society, we have to do better. This is an important moment for employers to figure out how to respond. It's also in the self-interest of businesses like Sims Limited to do better. Why? That's because diversity pays a dividend. A diverse team improves the quality of decision making. It can increase customer insight and innovation in an increasingly global world. Plus, an encouraging and inclusive workplace enables companies like ours to hire and retain the best team. In fact, companies in the top quartile for gender diversity are 21% more likely to enjoy better than average profitability, and those in the top quartile for ethnic diversity are 33% more likely to enjoy it, according to McKinsey & Company. So, why wouldn't we make inclusion and diversity a strategic necessity and part of corporate identity? By taking an ecosystems approach and defining our purpose around the circular economy, our Sims businesses are unlocking new value. There are many things we can achieve as an organization to live our purpose, but no company can address the global challenges we face alone. To amplify our impact, we will need active collaboration. That is why we will partner with customers, governments, and communities to make a reality of the vision we seek. And of course, employees. Each of us are central to achieving Sims' purpose and sustainability strategy. It simply cannot be done without us. So, if you share Sims' purpose, create a world without waste to preserve our planet, you are at the right place because you are already making it happen.